If you're making a career change using a more traditional resume style, like a chronological resume format, can actually be really difficult. And if you have tried to update your resume using a chronological format, you're probably getting pretty frustrated. So in this video, I am going to walk you through step by step how to write a really strong functional or combination resume so that you can land an interview faster. The first step to updating your resume, regardless of the format that you use, is to figure out what kind of job or industry that you want to apply in. This may seem a little obvious, but you would be surprised. I work with so many clients who are ready to write their resume, but they have no idea what type of job they want to apply for. So it's like planning a vacation when you have absolutely no idea where you want to go. So if you're not sure what you want to do next in your career, take a step back, do a little bit of self-reflection, think about your interests, your strengths, your personality traits, your values, things that are most meaningful to you, and how that is going to connect with the next job that you get or the next step in your career. After you do a little bit of self-reflection, I suggest looking on different job sites like Indeed, Simply Hired, LinkedIn, read profiles about people doing things that look interesting to you, see what jobs are out there right now, see what looks appealing to you. Is that a good fit for you? And once you've narrowed down the type of job you want to apply for, I suggest for updating your resume, you pick one specific job, take a job posting, and you're going to want to target your resume around that specific job. And in the next few minutes, I'm actually going to show you how to do this. I'm giving you a hypothetical situation of a candidate making a big career change from the field of marketing into the field of human resources. Like I mentioned, I'm going to give you a hypothetical situation of a candidate who's changing career field from marketing into human resources. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you are updating your resume is print out the job posting of a position that you're targeting. So this candidate, here is an actual job posting for a position in human resources. So they've printed out their job posting. And you can see over here to the right, I've got a functional or combination resume template. This is actually our best-selling functional resume template. So the next thing you're going to want to do is take a highlighter, however you want to do it. You can underline the words, you can circle them, but you want to highlight all of the skills and qualifications that are listed in the job posting that you also possess. So this candidate has highlighted record keeping, counseling employees, completing reports, resolving complaints, and also acting as a liaison, so collaboration. So these are all skill sets that this candidate has gained in the field of marketing. And even though they don't have relevant experience or experience in their targeted field of human resources, they have gained a lot of relevant skills. Or you can think of these also as transferable skills, or skills that are relevant in any industry. So even if you're making a big career change and you're starting over in a new field, you likely, and I guarantee you, you do have a lot of really relevant transferable skills that you've gained in your prior work history that you can market on your resume toward your new career field. And you don't have to guess what the employer wants to see on your resume. That's why it's so important to target your resume toward a specific job. You have the job posting. They are telling you exactly what skills and keywords they want to see on your resume. As long as you do possess the skills from your background, from your prior field, you can absolutely market those skills on your resume. And you'll notice here on this combination style, this is why I recommend for candidates who are making a big career change to use more of the combination or functional style, because your skills are front and center on the resume. It's not your work history. work history, your work history is still listed. And I always recommend you always want to include your employment background on your resume. Never leave it off. That's a huge red flag for employers if they don't see your work history. So, but you'll notice it's minimized. So the focus of your resume is not on what you've done in the past, because again, likely your work history is not related to your new career field or the field that you're changing into. So you want to minimize your work history, and you really want to market and capitalize on those relevant skills and those transferable skills that you've gained in your prior field. So you'll pick 3 to 4 key categories based on this job posting. This candidate has chosen written communication, employee mentorship, and also collaboration. These are all skill sets that this candidate has gained in their prior field in marketing. But their resume doesn't speak to marketing. An employer, if they look at this resume, they're not going to say, oh, they're not going to be confused about, well, why is this person applying for human resources? Their work experience is in marketing. They're going to say, oh, wow, this person is an excellent fit for this position. Look at all of these relevant skills and accomplishments that they have that are related, directly related to this job, and they're going to be really impressed. A couple things I want to mention about the bulleted phrases that you see listed underneath each category. You want to make sure and speak to your accomplishments and your achievements. Don't just write duties include, passive words and phrases like that. You want to start off your phrases with action verbs. You want to, again, speak to accomplishments, things that you have achieved, things that set you apart as a candidate. You want the employer, when they're reading your resume, to be able to picture the kind of employee that you're going to be and the value that you're going to add to the organization. So you want to spend some time on writing the content on your resume. If it doesn't take you very long to write it, you write your resume in 10 minutes, it's probably going to be crappy. So spend some time. Also, another tip is, you'll notice here in this first phrase, the candidate wrote researched market trends and wrote dozens of reports regarding findings while at XYZ organization. So I always recommend, when you're writing your phrases, if you can reference the company that you were at and or the role that you were doing, that's always going to make it easier for an employer to kind of put the pieces together, so to speak, because in a combination resume, an employer, the one complaint that I do hear is that it's a little bit confusing about, how did this person get these skills? Where did they get these skills? And so if you mention the organization right here in the phrase, they can actually, oh, okay, well, they got that. They can look down at your work history and see, oh, they were working here at this job in this position, and this is where they gained these skills. And it makes it really clear. The employer doesn't have to put puzzle pieces together. Employers typically only spend a few seconds scanning your resume, so you want to make sure everything is crystal clear and easy to read. So the last thing that you want to do after you have updated your resume and targeted it directly toward a job like I just showed you, you want to make sure to tailor a different resume toward every job that you apply for. Even if you're applying for jobs in the same field, you'll notice that every job posting is very unique. Every employer, every company is looking for a very specific set of skills and qualifications, and you want to make sure that this information is on your resume. This will also ensure that your resume is ATS, or applicant tracking system, compliant. If you have those keywords, you're going to get a higher ATS score, and your resume will have a better chance of being passed through the system and onto the hiring manager. Thank you for watching this video. If it was helpful, make sure to give it some love, like it. Also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one in the future. We also have our a link to our resume templates, as well as our resume services down below. So check it out, and I'll see you next time.